I lost it again. Bandit on your
January
left.
19th, 1991. Above the Iraqi desert, a lethal game of cat and mouse begins. Two of the world's most advanced fighter jets are about to clash. Captain Cesar and his wingman flew as guardians on an escort mission. Their duty was to protect a massive strike force aimed at Iraq's war machine. Massive explosions confirmed a devastating impact on the enemy's ammunition depots below. But Iraq responded by scrambling its most formidable fighters, the MiG-29 Fulcrums.
It's 2 versus 2.
Outnumbered, the Iraqi pilots hunted for an opportunity to strike the American formation. An AWACS controller spotted the threat, relaying the warning with urgent precision. The F-15 pilots received the call. Their escort mission had just become a hunt. The Eagle's powerful radar reached out, painting the distant enemy contacts on screen. The warning receiver confirmed their fears. They were facing top-tier MiG-29 seconds. The two pairs of fighters hurtled towards each other in a supersonic joust. The Iraqi pilots had a plan, diving low to hide in the radar ground clutter, but Rico's advanced systems cut through the noise, resolving the two separate targets. Inside the MiG, warning systems screamed. The enemy had achieved a radar lock. The MiGs exploited a key weakness,
I'll be back before
turning
you know
90
it.
degrees into the F-15's radar blind spot. On Rico's screen, the locked target
Copy that,
simply vanished.
808 CS.
The hunters were now
Breaking
blind.
right.
The enemy reappeared on radar, maintaining a precise 12-mile separation. Then, they vanished again, expertly toying with the American radar systems. Rico now understood. The Fulcrums were deliberately dragging them into a deeper fight. As the chase continued, the pilots were handed off to a new AWACS controller. Suddenly, their warning receivers lit up with a new, far deadlier threat ahead. They were being lured towards a dense field of surface-to-air missiles defending Baghdad. The MiG pilots had laid a perfect killing field, a seemingly inescapable trap. But turning back would leave the vulnerable F-16 seconds exposed to the enemy hunters. Rico made a daring choice. Hold their course and shield the departing strike force. The enemy radar scans grew more frequent, the electronic sound of a closing trap. But the missile field was only a distraction for the real hidden threat. Back on the AWACS, Mark White noticed a third bandit approaching from the blind spot. It was flying completely silent, radar off a ghost closing in for the kill. He realized with horror that the F-15 pilots were totally unaware of the danger. Protocol forbade him from interfering, but he knew he had to act now. With the bandit now well inside lethal range, time had officially run out. He broke protocol, his voice cutting through the radio with a life-saving warning. Rico reacted instantly, dropping his fuel tanks to maximize maneuverability. He pulled his aircraft hard towards the threat,
Two hostiles,
vapor
MiG-29s.
enveloping his wings under the strain.
Mole, I've got two more, north, 10 miles.
The hidden Fulcrum appeared on his radar,
MiGs.
dangerously close at just 8 miles out.
Mole, multiple hostile contacts, 2 o'clock high.
Realizing he was spotted, the Iraqi pilot activated his own powerful targeting radar. Rico's cockpit screamed with a hard lock-on warning. He was now the target. The two fighters were now locked in a head-on merge at supersonic speed.
Vapor 1-1, hostile intent confirmed. Engaged.
But strict rules of engagement prevented him from taking the first shot. He dove and deployed chaff, desperately trying to break the enemy's missile lock. The evasion failed. The piercing alarm continued, signaling his impending doom. His wingman, Mole, held the lock, racing to electronically identify the hostile contact. The seconds stretched into an eternity as the two jets closed for the kill. With final clearance from intelligence, Mole was cleared to fire the first shot. Rico watched the missile's smoke trail streak past his canopy toward the threat. Following the trail, his eyes finally met the MiG aiming its nose at
Missile
him.
still active. High probability hit. Rico, missile still hot. Recommend maximum G evasive.
But before the Iraqi pilot could launch his own missile, the Sparrow found its mark. The MiG-29 disintegrated in a silent flash, instantly obliterated from the sky. A wave of relief as Rico pulled out of the dive just 500 feet from the ground. But the battle was not over. The original two bandits were still hunting nearby. With the enemy too close for a safe retreat, Rico chose to re-engage the final bandit. He was cleared to fire, but a sudden system error caused a deadly hesitation.
Viper 1-1 to tower, mission complete, returning to base.
His wingman's computer suddenly identified the hostile MiG as a friendly aircraft. Trusting his instincts over his instruments, Rico committed to a visual identification. He would fly dangerously close to the target, confirming its identity with his own eyes. The high-speed pass was unmistakable. The target was the last Iraqi MiG-29. The encounter immediately devolved into a classic high-stakes turning dogfight. Outmaneuvered and with no escape, the Iraqi pilot made a final fatal dive. With 2 victories confirmed, Captain Cesar Rodriguez and his wingman turned for home.
Or him.